The movie opens with Sam at a cancer support group, surrounded mostly by elderly folks. Their nurse, Ruben, encourages her to share, and she recites a poem expressing her frustration with the hospital environment. On her way back to her room, Ruben comments on her harsh words, but Sam unapologetically admits she meant them. He then tells her about an outing they're planning and invites her to join. Reluctant at first, she agrees in exchange for a city pizza. Back in her room, Sam, with her cat Frodo by her side, gathers her music player and changes her transdermal bandage. Soon, the patients board a bus, and Sam finds a bit of joy as they cross a bridge. However, when they arrive, she realizes she's been tricked into attending a puppet show. With no other choice, she takes a seat in the theater, where a young boy named Asa whispers to Frodo. Asa's parents apologize for the disturbance, and Frodo becomes an instant hit with the crowd. The show begins, and the old puppet master makes the puppet blow up a balloon and float, only for the balloon to burst, sending the puppet plummeting. The metaphor strikes Sam deeply, and she leaves the show, heading into a nearby store. She buys some chocolate and tries to settle her debts when police cars speed by outside. Rejoining Ruben, he tells her they have to return due to an emergency in the city. Sam, craving pizza, argues, but Ruben insists. Frustrated, she snaps at him, calling him just a nurse and not a friend. Realizing her rudeness, she begrudgingly boards the bus. Suddenly, the elderly patients spot a meteor shower, and one meteor crashes into their bus, enveloping everything in smoke. Emerging from the chaos, Sam sees a man being dragged away by a mysterious creature. Moving forward, a police officer warns her of danger, but she falls victim to another creature. She stumbles on, noticing an ambulance being attacked, and is knocked unconscious. When Sam wakes, Asa's parents are there, calming her down before leading her to Ruben, who is overjoyed to see her alive. Ruben reunites her with Frodo, bringing her immense relief. Moments later, a helicopter arrives, advising everyone to stay hidden and silent as the attackers are deadly. After it leaves, a loud thud startles Frodo, causing him to dart away from Sam. Sam lunges to save him, but Ruben holds her back. They both notice an alien lurking nearby. Frodo, in a moment of clumsiness, accidentally jingles a bell, drawing the alien's attention. Sam, with quick reflexes, rescues Frodo just in time, but the alien starts moving toward Ruben, who lies still on the ground. The creature tries to pick up any sound, but the noise of a helicopter overhead makes it slink away, sending chills down Sam's spine. Later, Sam cleans her face and returns to Asa's mother, who is decoding some vital instructions. Sam tries to focus on reading them, but the loud sounds of bombs distract her. She rushes to the rooftop with the others, terrified to see jets destroying bridges. Suddenly, a panicked man bursts in, yelling, "We're all going to die!" Asa's father, sensing the creatures nearby, tries to calm him down while casting helpless looks at his son. Despite his efforts, the man screams and meets a tragic end at Asa's father's hands, who is left feeling remorseful. Sam and Ruben are together when she writes a note saying she is heading to Harlem for pizza. Ruben initially smiles, thinking it is a joke, but soon realizes she is serious and tries to stop her. Their argument is cut short when the generator roars to life, creating a lot of noise. Ruben rushes to turn it off before it can attract the creatures, and Sam feels a wave of relief when he returns safely. But as he turns back, his shirt snags and rips with a loud noise. They are both paralyzed with fear as a creature appears and kills Ruben, leaving Sam to stifle her screams. After composing herself, she leaves the theater and wanders the city, eventually reaching a store where she grabs some food and packs it into a bag. Sam carefully opens a can of food for Frodo and notices a brother and sister hiding under a fountain. She approaches them and shares some chocolate. Soon, warning noises echo, and helicopters announce the start of boat evacuations at the South Street seaport. She returns to the kids and urges them to stay quiet and follow her. As they reach the city, the kids run towards the seaport with the crowd, while Sam moves in the opposite direction, frightened by the noise people are making. She keeps looking out for aliens but sees nothing until they suddenly attack from all directions, causing chaos. An alien destroys a car, making Sam fall, and she narrowly escapes getting trampled. She finds refuge under a car, but a man grabs her leg, begging for help before a creature kills him. Sam notices the air hissing from the tire and manages to escape. She runs to find safety, witnessing the brutal massacre of many people. She hides in a street, and the scene shifts to Frodo, wandering around the city and following a rat until he loses it. He stops to drink some water when Eric jumps out of the water, barely managing to catch his breath. He notices Frodo before him, and Frodo leads Eric to Sam. Sam walks away with Frodo while Eric follows her. She asks him to go away, but her plea is in vain. She stops at a location, asking Eric his name and telling him he can talk softly under the rain. Eric introduces himself to her, and when she asks him to go to the seaport, Eric admits being scared of dying there. She leads him back to her hospital and asks Eric to break the door open with his foot. He is about to strike when she asks him to wait for the thunder. He misses the first chance badly but nails it on his second attempt. Sam looks for her medicine and panics after learning she is short on her meds. When asked why she is looking for meds, Sam replies to Eric, "Because every muscle in my body is on fire." When asked whether Eric has anywhere to go, he reveals his parents are in Kent, England, and he came to study law. When asked about Sam's plan, Eric is impressed that she is heading to Patsy's Pizza, assuming the last slice there awaits her. Eric looks at her and learns that her father played the piano beautifully. Eric then asks if he can accompany her to get the pizza, and she passes him a diary, asking him to read the poem, "Bad at Maths." As Eric reads the poem, tears slide down his cheeks, and the duo screams, hiding their voices in the thunder. The next morning, Sam walks away, leaving Eric asleep. She smells an old book and senses someone's presence behind her after looking at Frodo. She cautiously turns back and finds Eric there, who returns her diary. Sam tries to get up but ends up knocking some books to the ground. Eric and Sam are stunned and can hear aliens headed for them. They escape from there and try to enter a building, but a briefcase hurdles them. Eric uses his full strength and barely manages to open the door, but the briefcase makes a noise, drawing the aliens' attention. They get surrounded yet manage to leave the building. Quick thinking, Eric uses a stone to divert the aliens, and the duo enters the subway safely. After carefully exploring the place, they find an alien before them but manage to sneak away. They notice a tunnel filled with water and enter it to dodge the aliens. As they move onward, they notice an alien on the roof, but Sam asks Eric to keep moving. After a while, Eric panics and is ready to give up when Sam helps him gather his courage, assuring him everything is fine. Still, Eric moans, drawing the alien toward them. They get down into the water while the alien tries to catch them but dies of suffocation. As Sam, Eric, and Frodo leave the tunnel, Sam's condition worsens. Upon reopening her eyes, she finds Eric, who asks her what kind of medicine she needs and leaves to fetch it for her. He reaches the medical store and carefully gets a torch. He looks for the medicine and senses someone's presence. He is relieved to find Frodo there. Eric is on his way back when Frodo gets distracted and rushes off. Eric tries to catch him but has to hide from an alien nearby. The creature approaches a fungal sac and summons others. They all start eating it, showing that they don't eat humans but attack anything that makes noise. Eric seizes the chance to crawl toward Frodo, but an alien appears. He stays still as the alien enhances its hearing, fails to detect him, and walks away. Eric returns with Frodo and changes Sam's bandage, easing her pain. Sam talks to Eric about her father, who played piano at a bar by Patsy's, and she loved watching him play. They always had pizza after his performances. When Eric asks, Sam reveals that her father died, and she feels like she's dying too, but he assures her they'll get that pizza first. The next morning, they leave the church and arrive at Patsy's, only to find it ruined. Sam is devastated, but Eric comforts her. They head to a bar where Sam takes a few drinks while Eric goes to look for pizza, promising to return soon. As Sam pretends to play a piano at the bar, Eric looks around for pizza. After a while, Eric returns, hiding a pizza. He borrows Sam's pen and writes, "Patsy's," on the white box, presenting it to Sam. She is touched and enjoys the pizza with Eric. He then notices a deck of cards and sets up a pretend magic show, introducing Sam to an imaginary audience and performing a trick that makes her laugh uncontrollably. When they leave the bar, Sam gives Eric her jacket and cries as she watches him wear it. They notice the aliens distracted by a departing boat. Eric panics, but Sam calms him down. She kisses Frodo, hands him to Eric, and tells him to run. Sam breaks a car window with a rod to distract the aliens. Eric waits for the perfect moment and rushes toward the boats. On the bridge, he accidentally makes a noise, drawing the creatures toward him. Just before they catch him, Eric jumps into the water with Frodo. Sam is relieved to see them safe. Eric swims to the boat and is rescued, hugging Assa's father upon learning he is safe. Sam cries as she looks at her father's picture, revealing that the jacket she gave Eric belonged to her father. Meanwhile, Eric finds a letter in the jacket pocket. He smiles as he reads Sam's advice not to pet Frodo's belly too much and to avoid making him fat. He gets emotional, realizing how much he meant to her and how she felt alive in his company. In the final scene, Sam is listening to music, looking tired. As she unplugs the headphones from the music player, an alien appears behind her, and the movie ends.